Guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Darasimi, and if you're stopping by for the first time, thank you very much, and if not, you're welcome back to this channel. So today we'll be talking about this very sensitive and controversial topic, which is private school versus federal or state universities in Nigeria. So today I'll be raising some topics about these universities because so many people have a lot of things to say, especially people that went to the federal schools and state universities. So first, I would like to talk about the controversy between the students who actually attended the federal universities and the students who attended the private universities. So first, I don't understand. I don't get the whole beef that people just have of private universities. So for me, I've attended both private university and federal university, and I can tell you for a fact that the only difference is that you are removing the excessive and unnecessary stress that people go through in federal universities or state universities. Private universities are as good as federal universities. In fact, in Nigeria right now, I can say some private universities are even better than some federal universities. I don't even understand. I don't know. I don't want to create any controversy, but seriously, you should check out some private universities. They have top-notch laboratories compared to federal universities. So the beef between federal university students and private university students is that private university students went through a very easy and smooth kind of life in university, and that's why they are passing. And some people even said if you take a first class graduate from a private university to a federal university, they might be on 2-2 or second class upper, which is a very big lie. Come on, not everybody can go through stress. Not everybody can pass through stress and be good with it, be good at their class works and all of that. So the reason why some students from private university will do better than when they are in federal universities is because the stress in federal universities might not even allow people to even read and all of that. So let's take for example University of Ilorin, which some people know as better by far, but some students in the school actually say it's better by stress because, oh my god, if you want to know what stress means without looking into your dictionary, you should actually go to University of Ilorin. University of Ilorin is a whole lot of stress, and being a 100 level student in Ilorin, you have to get to a particular CGPA before you can cross the 200 level, and that CGPA is very low. In fact, it's like an insult to students who actually have brains, like 1.5 CGPA. But you see that 1.5 CGPA for some people, for most people in Ilorin, is really tough, because let's even start from when they are receiving lectures. The lecture rooms are not even friendly at all. It's always full. It is always stressful. Even the lecturer, you won't hear what the lecturer is saying. So how would the students even understand what they are doing in school? Then, apart from even the lectures, let's now move to the exam period. They would have CBT exams. I'm talking from experience, like what I've faced, what I've experienced. In CBT examinations, oh my god, you're going to be on a queue for like 1 hour. God will not help you, you're doing GST, GNS courses. You'll be on the queue for like 1 hour plus before your exam. Another queue, you can't even read any book because all those security people will be looking at you, and then they expect you to be ready for the exam, which is like 1 hour to the time you would actually get to where you're going to write the exam. So when you get to the hall, you're already destabilized. That is just number one ingredient for failure. So from the exam place, from the exam center, that's the CBT place, you would notice that the time frame they are giving you for the exam is very little to the time you can even read the questions. So please, how do you expect someone who has gone through the rigorous stress of reading to actually start answering questions in like maybe say 15 minutes, and they have like 60 questions, and the questions are like 4-5 lines long? Fear God, fear God, honestly. Like, it would take a genius or someone who just has luck in guessing that would pass that exam. Let's be honest with each other. So now I like to talk about private university in that aspect. Private universities, they have very conducive lecture halls. They have, in fact, you have AC in your hall if you're lucky to go to a very good private university like I am. And then you have your lecturers that are friendly, that want you to understand, they want to pass on this information to you. Go and ask a food science graduate from Federal University about what their course is all about, and ask someone from a private university about what their course is about. They don't know. The Federal universities, they are just reading to pass. Let's be honest. Sorry, no shame to federal universities or state universities, but I'm just saying what I've experienced. Because the private universities lecturers, they know what they are meant to do. They know if they don't pass on this knowledge to the students, and if they fail, they can be probed for it. So they teach them what they are meant to know. So right now, I feel some people watching will feel I'm attacking federal universities. No, I'm not attacking federal universities. I'm just trying to compare and let people understand the differences between the universities. So the next point is entry into the universities. I guess this is where private universities have their faults in, because most people feel federal universities are very hard to like gain admission into, and that makes them kind of like superior to private universities. Because come think about it, any private university you want to go to, all you have to do is to write the examination and then have a good JAMB score. It does not have to be as high as what federal universities will take, and then they'll just admit you into the university. But I feel the reason why they are doing this, because some federal universities have made it like really tough for people to get into universities, and so they are kind of like trying to make it easy for people to at least gain access into university. But I feel the process for entry into private university is too easy, and it makes it depreciates whatever value some people are finding in universities. So like anybody can just walk up to a private university now, and then they'll gain admission that same day. I know some private universities like that, they'll gain admission that same day. So people will be like, if it's that easy, then that means something is wrong with the school, which is actually understandable, because we have this notion in our minds that when something is too easy, it does not have enough value. That point I have about this private university versus federal universities or state universities in Nigeria is, when you graduate from a private university, there's always this discrimination coming from employers. They'll be like, you went to, let me just say a name of a private university, let's say Achievers University, and they're like, you went to Achievers University. They might not want to like employ you compared to someone coming from Unilorin or someone coming from Unilag. Employers don't even want to employ the people from private universities, because they feel their certificates will not be like they're just giving them free marks and all of that, which is not even so. Which brings me to my next point: examinations in schools. So let's take for example federal universities. Now you feel okay, it is a known rule in some federal universities that once you cheat in exam, you're getting out of the school. But wait, you think if you cheat in a private university, you are not out of the school? You are walking away. You are going to your father's house once they catch you cheating in a private university, because they even have that stuff in mind already, that people think they are very lenient to their students. So they even want to show you students that you can't try bullshit in their university. I'm in a private university now, so I know what I'm talking about, and I know that this thing is real. Once you cheat in my school, pack your load and be going to your father's house and go and cheat in your father's house, because that's where you belong. So for federal universities, I understand that they are very strict, and they really take cheating as a very big crime. So same with private university. So that brings us to the end of. So with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince and not confuse you that private universities are almost as equal as federal universities. Really, there should be no discrimination. We are all going to schools, we are all getting our BSc, our BA, we are all getting all of that. So there's no reason to discriminate anybody from any particular school. So another day, I feel I will talk about the polytechnics, college of educations, and all of that in Nigeria compared to the universities, because there is a whole lot of discrimination in that as well, which is not even meant to be so. So this is a goodbye from me to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please drop it in the comments box down below. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share this video, don't forget to like, and then thank you very much for stopping by this week. I promise to be releasing videos very well as from this week. No skipping of any uploading day. Thank you very much, and bye.